want to talk to you about today is the difference between shame and guilt. A lot of people think these are very similar, and a lot of people use them interchangeably, and they are two concepts that couldn't be more different. I'm going to say a couple of things to help you I'm going to start it off and get you thinking, and then we'll explain it a little bit more. Guilt is you did something wrong. Shame is I am something wrong. Okay? Put another way, guilt is I made a mistake. Shame is I am a mistake. One of these things is an absolute out-and-out lie, and one of these things is something you were never intended to feel. Okay? And those are one and the same. Let me tell you, let's start off talking about guilt. Okay? That guilt usually comes across as a pain. And all guilt really is the Holy Spirit telling you, hey, there's something wrong with your relationship between you and God. Okay? He wants you to know, hey, there's something you need to fix here. There's something you need to look at here. That's all that is. It's an opportunity to make a change. What shame is when the enemy comes in and tells you there's no way God's going to love you for what you did. In fact, what you've done is so bad, He can never forgive you and He can never love you. And the other lie, the way that starts out is, He'll tell you, if anybody ever finds out what you did, they'll never forgive you. In fact, they'll hate you for the rest of your life. You'll be alone and everyone will hate you. And it's a lie. You were not designed to feel shame. God never wanted you to feel shame. He wants you to feel guilt. Okay? Guilt is a good thing. Guilt can be atoned for, and you know what? Your guilt was actually already taken. Shame is something you weren't designed to feel, and shame is something that is a complete lie. No matter what you've done, no matter how many times you've done it, you cannot be a mistake. A human being cannot be a mistake. You cannot be made a fail. You cannot be worthless. Because you see, that's what the enemy wants you to believe. He wants you to believe that because what you have done, you're now worthless to God. You're now worthless to the people around you, and no one will ever love you because of what you've done. And it's a lie. And this is how I know this. We have a God that is all-powerful, a God that did everything, made everything, the air we're breathing, everything. Not only that, He is all-powerful. He can do anything He wants in this world. He can have anything He wants in this world. And He wants you. So what He did was, even though He knew you were going to make mistakes, even though He knew you were going to do things He didn't want you to do, He gave up a part of Himself. Let it come down here and live like us, live a perfect life. Someone He became very attached to, even called His own Son, someone He was that close to, and He gave that all up for a relationship with you. How can you believe you're worthless if the Creator of the world says you are worth everything I have? Even if you believe you're worthless, that should tell you you are worth everything to God. No one's opinion matters but God's. Okay? And so, if God says you're worth everything, you're worth everything. And if God says there's nothing you can do about how much I love you, there's nothing you can do about how much He loves you. All the enemy needs to get you to believe is that it's not possible for Him to love you. And I don't care how far away you get from Him, He will always love you, He will always want you back, and He will always want that relationship with you. Don't you dare believe you are worthless.
And wondering why the world has passed him by.